This place is most unsettling. Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival.
Is someone present? I was in error. No enemy detected. Hostile sensor reading detected. Appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration. Movement detected. Curious. Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning. Hello? You cannot remain undetected for long. The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment. Overactive sensors. Nothing more.
The influx of data is hard to process. Apologies if sometimes I make little sense. I will work on this.
Hostile sensor reading detected. Appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration.
wonder if there are any meteorologists about. I hope it does not rain.
Movement detected. Curious. The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment. Is someone present? Overactive sensors. Nothing more. Hello? Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning.
It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea.
Detected. Curious. Appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration. Is someone present? I recommend against hostile action. Are you expecting an ambush?
That last song. Okay. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. Some people, who are totally not me, thought that Well, they thought he might be dead or destroyed. Whatever. Anyway, glad you're back, Nick. Even though we never really talk, like ever. This is Billie Holiday, I think? Yep. Yeah, it is. Here it comes.
Stop! You... mess. There we go.
So, are you comic books education? Anything of science in there?
Nice.
You're not alone.
Yeah?
Yes? Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick, if you get my meaning.
Another day in the Commonwealth.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Huh?
Hey, General.
Hello, sir. Yes?
General.
Everything okay, boy? Come on, boy.
Fascinating, the bond between human
Hey.
and animal.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Uh-huh. Hey. Wait there. Hey. Come on. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Do you need something, monsieur?
Heads up. Over here. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Do you need something, monsieur?
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get on. Oh no. The body can repair tissue damage, but still, too much radiation.
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is a qualified success?
There were some side effects to the process. Still, I take your point. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my still.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to make use of my lab. Or help yourself to any of us. Don't if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Protect and serve.
Sorry, I'm rather busy right now.
Protect and serve.
The Institute is mine. I hope it will be yours too.
Half of you know this already. But something so big. I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute. And then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this. The ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done. We've got an emergency. Glory spotted a courser near Dayton Safe House. Normally we go to ground at the... but we can't abandon...
Go on.
It gets worse. Ticonderoga Safe House has gone dark, and I need you to check it out. Hopefully this is a milk run. But if you do find a courser there, kill it. If there's no survivors, then your cover remains intact.
I could be walking straight into a trap.
That's a distinct possibility. Here's hoping that they're just late checking in. Good luck. Glory, pick your team.
I could use the dock. Let's just marry too.
Done.
Bet you never met a synth before Glory.
Anything?
It's not open season.
I cleared out some Gen 1s for Randolph Safe
Everyone,
House.
we may have to evac on...
I cleared out some Gen 1s for Randolph Safe House.
Randolph is still operational? Finally, but... Randolph's been dark for too long. It'll be controversial, but we have to put them under quarantine.
If that's your call.
It is. We'll play it slow and safe, and make sure they're our people before we bring them back into the fold. Our only communication with Randolph is going to be by dead drop. Check in periodically with Drummer Boy. He coordinates the dead drops for us. Thanks.
What's up?
If Tycon falls, we'll be running out of places to hide synths. If Tycon falls, we'll be running out of places to hide synths. If Tycon falls... we'll be... running out of places.
Perhaps in time it will return to its former grandeur.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire...
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as it were. And quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need.
Pam needs you in her room.
If Tychon falls, we'll be running out of places to hide since...
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just...
We'll lose a lot more than 4 synths if the Institute kicks me out.
Then we need to make sure you stay. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them.
So much could go wrong. It's too risky.
With Glory, you, and additional we can't attack too early. You'll probably have a...
Is all this...
We can't afford...
They went to great trouble to defend this place.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me...
Your attempt at humor. Our targets are inside. 4 synths. The situation appears to... We move in. Secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting.
No way to pick this. thought I saw you. Who's there? Let's do this! Don't think I won't hurt you. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
All right, Synth.
Please.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to go back.
Right. All right, Synth.
Please.
Some luck. Why don't you want to go back?
I don't know. I wanted my own life, I guess.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
What's this about money?
Yes, money. Here. 60 caps. That's all I've got. We're good, right?
Got any more on you?
What? No. I told you, that was all I had.
No sudden moves.
Please, no.
What's so bad about the Institute?
I couldn't take it anymore.
Hey, Synth.
We must proceed with the mission.
Hey.
Do you need... I have made a steam pack for you.
Your thoughts?
But these Sims only wanted to be free. Is that really wrong?
All right, Synth.
Please.
Z322, initiate... All right, Synth.
Please.
You're safe. Calm down.
You're not going to send me back. I cannot allow you to set these Sims free. You will be terminated and your actions will be reported.
That's what you want.
Vital signs are still within acceptable parameters.
Hey there.
I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
Huh?
Yes?
Hill is on. Let's do this.
You have dropped something.
Someone there? Hello? Who's there? Sober, and
My primary purpose is not combat.
Stop! Human is friend.
You have been dispatched.
The Commonwealth is ours! I hear something! No fight today.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Why refreeze me?
Failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now? After all this time?
That's Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen it. It's time to go back in.
There is something nearby. Perhaps they are friendly.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Compromises for the weak.
That is one perspective, yes. But I think we can agree that going forward, no one can consider us weak. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yet, well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Please,
Be serious!
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
I'll take a look, sure.
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just a...
Survived so many years undamaged. What luck.